Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are back playing Zenless Zone Zero and we are going to be starting Chapter 2 of Season 2 today. Last time we wrapped up Chapter 1. The Exaltus are back. They are better than ever. Maybe not better for us, better for themselves, which is probably not good for us. We do have the Exaltus present here in Wi-Fi Peninsula, and in addition to trying to stop them from doing what they are doing, we have some word that our teacher may have been here at some point. There is a photo of her, but the photo is kind of unclear of where it was taken. And we also have our teacher here that is going to be instructing us on how to use our proxy powers a little bit better. We've gotten a little bit more instruction on using them, developed some new techniques. However, we haven't really uncovered too much of the mystery behind our powers yet, so hopefully Chapter 2 gets into that a little bit more, or we can make some progress on finding our teacher. That would be very exciting. With all that being said, let's get started and see what Chapter 2 has in store for us.
Junior, you remember Damian, right?
Yes.
The head of Porcelumex in Wi-Fi Peninsula. He sent someone to us with a banquet invitation.
Oh boy. The last banquet we went to wasn't great,
invitation?
so...
Judging by the look on your and my brother's faces just now, I thought he had sent some kind of legal notice.
He wouldn't dare. If it weren't for all of us from Yunque Summit helping him take care of the Exaltists, he wouldn't be living the good life now.
That's
But
true.
as for the invitation, it does seem to have a connection with the corruption incident.
Here's the situation. Even though Top suppressed any media about the Exaltis causing chaos in Wi-Fi Peninsula, news had already spread citywide. The production of Porcelume is super important, and neither Tops nor Porcelumex can pretend that nothing happened. So over the next 2 weeks, Tops will lead a safety inspection in Wi-Fi Peninsula and urge a swift return to business as usual.
But what does the safety inspection have to do with the banquet?
Think about it, Junior. With an investigation happening, many relevant people will have to come to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Porcelumex has to fulfill its duties as a host and entertain everyone. Although the security investigation doesn't involve Yunque Summit, that Damian kid is pretty cunning. He'll leverage all his connections and resources to get closer to us.
No thank you.
Senior Suryuan told me that right after the corruption incident was over, Damian sent a generous gift, but Shifu turned it down. We were just discussing whether we should attend this banquet. According to Shifu's philosophy, Yunque Summit shouldn't get too close to Porcelumex. But since we're active in Wi-Fi Peninsula, we still have to consider maintaining a working relationship with Damian.
If you ask me, now is the perfect time to attend such a banquet.
Why do you say that, Senior?
Shifu and Senior Shuyuan returned to Yunque Summit a while ago and won't be back anytime soon. If the three of us attend the banquet, it'll show Damian some respect without drawing too much attention. Besides, he already knows Shifu isn't around, so it's not like she's deliberately avoiding him.
The three of us? Aren't you forgetting someone?
Oh, you mean Senior Fufu? Well, we happened to learn yesterday that she had failed her arithmetic course, so Shifu called her back overnight for remedial lessons. I'm afraid she won't be able to make the banquet this time.
I didn't expect the academic standards at Yunque Summit to be so strict. Anyway, getting back to the point, I think your reasoning makes sense. We should go to this banquet.
I agree. Plus, I have a feeling there'll probably be some pretty influential guests at the banquet. We might be able to gather some useful information.
True.
All right, it's settled then. We'll do Porcelumex a favor and attend the banquet.
Porcelumex banquet is set for tomorrow night at the banquet hall on the second floor of Yumchasin. Let's meet up in front of Yumchasin then. Oh boy, here we go. The next day, after taking care of some personal matters, evening arrives.
Wise and Senior Inhu must have gone to Yamchasin. Better go meet them there.
Well, you sure took your time getting here. Senior Yinhu is starving. I saw some premium tangerine peel the other day and couldn't help but splurge on it. Been pinching pennies ever since. And now it's finally time to treat myself with this feast. You two were acting all cool and nonchalant yesterday. Oh dear, I have a feeling we've fallen right for Damian's trap. Overthinking isn't good for your health, you know. Enough chit-chat. Since everyone's here, let's get moving. Oh, I'm so nervous. What if something bad happens? You arrive at the banquet hall on the second floor. Oh, there he is, the man of the hour. I didn't expect so many people to show up. Looks like this Wi-Fi safety inspection is quite the big deal. You're right, even without the Exaltus causing trouble, there's still a lot of conflict between the workers and Porcelumex regarding work safety. It'd be great if we could resolve all these problems as well. Alright, since Damian sent us the invitation, let's go say hi to him. Hey juniors, your senior's gonna have to pass on this one. I just don't vibe with that Damian kid, so I'll spare myself the headache. Belle and I will go. You enjoy your dinner, senior. Try to make up for Shifu and the others' portions too. Alright, let's go have a chat. Alright, we know you're up to something. What is it?
The mystics from Yunque Summit have arrived. As the host, having at least you two and Master Pan show up for this dinner banquet is truly an honor.
Mr. Damian, it seems like you're a little disappointed that our Shifu couldn't make it today.
Not at all. You're all disciples that Ishwin Shifu trusts deeply. Even from afar in Yunque Summit, she entrusted you to attend on her behalf. This in itself is a gesture I can appreciate. Please, make yourselves at home tonight and enjoy the banquet. If there's anything you'd like to eat that's not being served, just let me know directly.
Mr. Damian, with so many people here for the safety inspection, do you even have time to worry about our dinner?
It's part of my responsibility to take care of the guests, but I understand what you mean, Master Bell. Considering that the Exaltus appeared in Wi-Fi Peninsula, and Porcelumex is responsible for security, I might seem a bit too relaxed. To be honest with you both, although my official title is General Manager of Porcelumex and Wi-Fi Peninsula, my main responsibility is actually overseeing production. Hollow Security was originally managed by someone else, who was appointed by corporate executives. Though, of course, they have since been relieved of that responsibility.
I understand now. No wonder you were so willing to provide clues earlier, Mr. Damian. Seems like you had already anticipated the situation. Sounds like you're about to take over security duties, too. Congrats on moving up another rung at Porcelumex.
Come now. No need to be cheeky. Things have been rather difficult for me. I'm lucky just to be holding on to my current role, especially with how nerve-wracking it's been getting everything ready for the security investigation. But after seeing the guest list with my own eyes earlier, I finally felt a bit of relief.
Oh? Why's that?
Ha! Why don't you have a look for yourselves? There are quite a few guests at tonight's banquet, but in reality, they all fall into just a few categories. All these elegantly dressed guests are senior officials from TOPS. The fact that everyone who was invited has turned up is a clear indicator that the connection between TOPS and Porcelumex remains strong. Their presence allows us to demonstrate to the military and government that TOPS is fully committed to the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula. We also sent invitations to the relevant city government departments, but no one showed up. Which suggests that the government doesn't want to get involved in the sensitive matters happening between TOPS and the military and Wi-Fi Peninsula. They would prefer to steer clear and let us work things out on our own.
I heard that TOPS and the military often butt heads over Porcelume issues. But it seems the situation is even worse than I imagined.
It is a serious matter, but not something we avoid discussing. The military is the biggest buyer of Porcelume. And by controlling Wi-Fi Peninsula, TOPS essentially controls their most critical resource. So, it would prove quite difficult if the military chooses to take this chance to cause trouble.
It seems that knowing who's from the military guest list is the key to understanding the situation.
Correct. Do you see that lady over there? She's the military's representative.
But she's not wearing a Defense Force uniform. Isn't this supposed to be a formal event?
That's because Missy Zolda is not a military officer. She's a research consultant. Instead of sending high-ranking officers, they hired a civilian to attend, which sends a clear message they don't intend to investigate this matter further.
Okay.
Of course, though production was limited after the corruption incident, Porcelumex didn't delay any orders from the military. So, it appears they have acknowledged our sincerity.
No wonder you're so relaxed now. There's no more pressure from TOPS executives, the government, or the military. But what about the rest of the guests? I see a lot of older individuals here too.
Those are members of the inspection team, leading experts in the ether industry. They'll be overseeing the security investigation while providing us with valuable insights. It took great effort to invite these academic giants.
Dear guests, may I have your attention for just a moment? It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today.
Looks like it's time for the real hosts to give their speech.
Dear guests, thank you for coming to
This guy on
Phylum
the left
Heights to
has
participate
quite a
in
look.
the Waifei Peninsula Safety Inspection. I am Lucro, Co-Chief Executive Officer of the Porcelumex Group.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Ferox, also Co-Chief Executive Officer.
I've seen Lucro and Ferox on TV before. They run Porcelumex together. Mr. Damian, those two must be your direct superiors, right?
That's right. After the fall of the old capital, Porcelumex's management went through a major reshuffle. Those two were the ultimate victors, but now they're secretly competing against each other.
Is it okay for you to be talking about your superiors like that?
I completely trust both of you, so I feel comfortable speaking openly. The previous head of security was one of Ferox's trusted subordinates, but now he's been dismissed. Both of the big bosses are eager to fill that position with their own people. The reason I was able to become the nominal head of Waifei Peninsula was because I don't belong to either side. So I can't disrupt the balance of power in this competition. But the price of remaining neutral is that I've completely lost any chance of moving up. And if I were to take sides, it could come at a fatal cost, destroying everything I've worked so hard to build.
We will work closely with everyone here to reinforce our security measures and deliver a report to the public that we can be proud of.
Ladies and gentlemen, the safety inspection will officially begin tomorrow. For now, please relax and enjoy the banquet.
Wow, the big shots have finally finished their speeches. Thank you both for accompanying me. It's the only reason my good mood's still intact. Enjoy the banquet. I've got to go face some heat from my superiors now. If you'll excuse me.
Belle,
I hope he's not
now
going
that
to, like,
Damian's left,
use us
should we do
against
next?
them to move up.
What do you have in mind, Wise? I'll go with whatever you decide.
After hearing all that from Damian, I'm curious about the guests. He's hard to read, and who knows how much of it was true. Let's split up and look around the banquet hall.
Such a major incident in the Waifei Peninsula has caused great alarm. We have betrayed your trust with our negligence. No, everyone knows the risks of producing Porcelume in the Hollow, and who knows when those exaltists might pop up again. It's impressive how Damian, the head of your Waifei Peninsula branch, acted decisively to root out the exaltists, preventing even bigger losses. It's rare to see such gumption in young people these days, all thanks to Mr. Lucro's constant guidance. You flatter me, but it's really all thanks to Mr. Ferox's keen eye for talent, finding such a gem like this. Look at you two being all formal with each other. We spend all day hunched over our desks, so it's rare we get to head out like this. Let's just think of this trip to Waifei Peninsula as a little vacation. We're truly grateful for your kind words. Waifei Peninsula isn't quite like the throne quarter, so please excuse our humble hospitality. With Porcelumex hosting, how could anything be less than perfect? The top guests at the venue appear relaxed, definitely not looking like they're here to hold Porcelumex accountable. On the contrary, Lucro and Ferox remain hostile in their exchanges, even in front of TOPS executives. Damian says he hasn't sided with either party, and it seems to be true. But just thinking about dealing with those two higher-ups gives me a stomachache. Props to him for managing to walk that tightrope. Professor Walker, how's that project you mentioned earlier coming along? I think it has real potential. The direction looks promising, but the requirements for experimental equipment and environment are too high. Ugh, I'm getting headaches every day over funding issues. We better make the most of this chance. With all the TOPS VIPs here, all it takes is a little nod and boom, it's a done deal, right? I'm on good terms with some of them. Want me to introduce you? Yes, please, thank you. It's no big deal, but you and your star pupil should think about helping me with my research project too, right? Sure will. Many experts in the inspection team seem to know each other. Rather than focusing on their duties as part of the inspection team, everyone seems more interested in their own research projects. Well, that's only human nature. But if they get TOPS as a sponsor, they can't really say anything about the affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula anymore, right? That seems like a big conflict of interest. Hey miss, we're out of lazuli chashu here. Better restock soon. Alright, please wait a moment. I'll head to the kitchen and take care of that for you. No rush. I heard Porcelumex brought in a special guest chef today. They've got to know how to make lobster 3 ways, right? Let's start with 3, each prepared differently. Remember, for the vermicelli and steamed one, go easy on the oyster sauce and the garlic paste. And don't forget to add sea urchin when making the creamy baked version. Alright, got it. We're just getting started. Time to show you what this pandathiron is made of. Oh, right. If I can't finish my food, I can get it packed to go, right? Yes, of course. Takeout might not taste quite as good, but with these top-notch ingredients, I can work some magic when I get home and turn it into another amazing meal. Saves a ton of money, too. Listen up, miss. I want 3 portions of each of these. Braised goose feet and abalone sauce stuck in a treasure pot, amber custard pastries, crab meat coin dumplings, vegetable crystal shumai. Oh right, just throw in a couple ounces of that lingshi mushroom from the beef bone soup with wolfberries. My senior brother's been having trouble sleeping lately and it's getting worse. This will be a perfect nourishing meal for him. I've already made a round through the banquet hall. Time to meet up with Wise.
Oh, Belle, you're back. How was it? Find anything interesting?
How should I put it? Judging by the guests, the safety inspection doesn't seem as serious as I thought. The experts and top staff were even chatting and laughing.
Definitely all for looks.
What everyone cares about isn't the Exaltists, or even the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula, but how to get the Porcelume supply back on track.
I completely agree. The safety inspection is mainly a way for the city's upper circles to align their intentions, as well as a gesture to reassure the public. Even if there are some safety risks with production inside the Hollow, as long as they're not too serious, I'm sure they'll just sweep them under the rug. But let's not worry about that now. It's not every day you get Porcelumex picking up the tab. What matters most is enjoying the food.
Come on,
so.
let's enjoy a proper meal, Wise.
All right.
Wow, the ingredients
Enjoy.
today are top-notch.
My apologies, miss.
It's okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Oh, sorry about that.
Here.
Thank you both very much. Oh, you're with the safety inspection team. Wow, you look so young. And you're already an expert in the ether industry? Sorry, I must excuse myself. Did I say something wrong?
Young lady, seems you're completely at a loss.
If I'm not mistaken, you're the military research consultant.
That's right. My name's Isolde. That girl and I are both decorative props. Just here for show.
So mysterious. After learning about the inspection team from Miss Isolde, you bid her goodbye and have a delicious dinner. Late that night, after Porcelumex's welcome banquet has ended, in a luxury suite prepared by Porcelumex for the inspection team.
The Time Fields. Not only one of the oldest noble families in New Eridu, but also a renowned name in the field of science. The patent for the anti-corruption medicine widely used on the market today belongs to your grandfather. If this respected and prestigious surname appears on the investigation team roster, the citizens will surely feel more at ease.
You flatter me. It's just that my grandfather is seriously ill right now, so I really don't think he can handle this.
You misunderstand me. As I just said, All I need is this surname to appear on the list. Aren't you a time field as well?
But I'm just a student. I'm nothing like my grandfather.
Miss, I'm sure you've heard that the corruption outbreak in Waifei Peninsula is closely tied to the failure of anti-corruption medicine. Porcelumex has every right to file a lawsuit against your family and hold you accountable. The reason? Your family concealed major risks involved in the purification process of the medicine.
That's complete nonsense. It was clearly the Exaltists who...
So what? The media doesn't care about the truth. They just want to see a once honorable family brought to ruin. Miss, the honor of the Timefield family now rests entirely on your shoulders. Think carefully, for your ailing grandfather's sake. I wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to the old man either.
Gosh.
Grandpa, did I make a mistake? What should I do? What's going on? What's that?
A few minutes later, inside Swabian Temple, a series of urgent knocks on the door wakes you up.
Belle, you're up too.
Every time I'm like, Damian is fine, I guess, just like evil in a corporate way. He just goes and does something like that I'm like, oh, no, you are evil. You really are. Just rotten to the core.
The knocking on the door. It wasn't my imagination, right?
It wasn't just your imagination. Someone really was knocking. I'm pretty sure I heard Senior Yinhu answer the door. Belle, let's go check it out too. There must be something urgent if someone's showing up this late.
Master Pan, that glowing thing really appeared outside my window. I swear on the honor of the Timefield family.
Let's put the vows away for now, Missy. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people swearing oaths and this and that. I believe what you said is true. Why else would you have come all the way here in the middle of the night, right? But I really couldn't follow all that about a boom and shadow crooked by 20 degrees. Sure, we at Yunquei Summit practice mystic arts, but ghost hunting and monster chasing aren't exactly our specialty.
To be precise, it was crooked by 22 degrees to the left. I remember that clearly. But I admit I was a bit abrupt earlier. My apologies. It's not that I've misunderstood the mystic arts. I've come because a friend told me that Mr. Wise and Ms. Bell are currently staying here, and she trusts them.
Senior Yinhu, who was knocking just now?
Oh, perfect timing. You two are just who Miss Timefield is looking for.
What? You're Mr. Wise and Ms. Bell?
Hi. I'm Belle, and this is my brother Wise. We meet again.
Belle, could you not bring that up again?
After a few minutes, Alice explains what had happened earlier.
I see. So you spotted an unidentified glowing object outside your window and came here for help. But I didn't expect Lucy to be the one who sent you.
To be honest, Ms. Montefiore and I both attended the Celestia School for Girls. Even after she broke ties with her father and left without a word, we've still always kept in touch. Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumex's staff for help with this, but it's late, and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by morning, something this strange will just be brushed off and not taken seriously.
After hearing rumors that Alice might only be on the inspection team because of her family name, I asked Fairy to look into the Timefields. Turns out, she's likely here in place of her grandfather who's fallen ill. We're not sure exactly what happened, but Alice was probably threatened. Either way, Porcelumex clearly doesn't take her seriously. It's outrageous how they're treating her so differently from the other guests.
Since Ms. Montefiore spoke so highly of you both, I'd like to ask for your help in investigating the unidentified object that appeared outside my window. As agreed, I'll be staying in Wi-Fi Peninsula for another 2 weeks. And if this issue isn't settled, it's going to be a real problem.
So, Belle, what do you think about this?
Well, she is a friend of Lucy's, so let's give her a hand. Our last meeting was a little awkward, but that was mostly on us. All right, mostly on me.
Do you charge per case? Or perhaps you work on a daily or hourly rate? If it's about the commission fee, please don't worry. My Ether Dynamics tutor used to charge for every 5 minutes in each lesson.
5 minutes?
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. You came here for help, and you're even a friend of someone we know. Of course we'll lend a hand. Don't worry. Here at Yunquei Summit, we're not only skilled in the mystic arts, we're also good at tracking things down and getting to the bottom of mysteries.
Hey, Signorine Hu, you shouldn't be making this decision on your own.
I'm not making decisions for you. I'm just helping you seize an opportunity. Let me tell you, the Timefield family isn't just loaded, they're on a whole nother level. Whether Beeline and the others get paid leave, and whether Senior Fufu gets to eat meat next month, all depend on you two now.
That's so much pressure.
Stop putting more pressure on me, Senior.
Miss Timefield, why don't you stay with us tonight? Get a good night's rest, and after breakfast tomorrow, Junior Belle will go with you to investigate.
Are you both really willing to take this commission? Please don't feel obligated if you'd rather not get involved with the people Porcelumex have brought recently.
No need to worry, Miss Timefield. If you need help, we're more than willing to take the commission.
Thank you so much. I'll be staying here tonight then.
You help Alice settle in her room at Swabian Temple. Whew, finally got everything settled. Senior Yinhu and Wise have gone back to their rooms. I should head to bed too. Better get some sleep. We've got an investigation to run first thing tomorrow. As expected, you fell asleep the moment you hit the bed, and the next morning... Miss Belle, hi, I'm Alice. Your brother just gave me your knock-knock contact info. Looking forward to connecting with you. I'm really sorry for reaching out so early and bothering you. I love that she texted us from probably like 2 rooms over.
Good morning, Miss Belle. Sorry for causing trouble by showing up so late last night.
That's alright.
It's no big deal. You came to us for help. And no need to be so formal. Just Belle is fine.
All right. Then, please, feel free to call me Alice.
So, how did you sleep last night?
Oh, I'm all right. Thanks for your concern. It's just, the scrolls hanging in the room were all tilted by 2 to 10 degrees, and when I was about to sleep after fixing them, I noticed that the 2 vases by the bed didn't match. Sorry, you have to see this side of me. This nitpicky habit of mine is a disgrace to my family's name.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's not that bad. Swabian Temple just lives up to its name.
Thank you for understanding. By the way, about that thing I saw outside my window last night, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Why don't we take a look around the lower floor of your building first? Since it appeared outside your window, there might be leads outside.
Okay, sure. Good thing you suggested starting outside. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but I don't dare step back into that room until we know exactly what I saw.
That's fair. It seemed a little spooky.
Alice, let's talk about last night. You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang?
Yes, and it went pitch dark outside the window. I pulled back the curtains and saw large slanted shadows, and there was a glowing skeleton stuck between...
Oh, creepy. Due to the influx of visitors from TOPS and the inspection team, Porcelumex ran out of rooms in their guest building, so I was arranged to stay here instead. Look at the ground over there. There's all kinds of items scattered around. What have we got here? A bunch of miscellaneous items are scattered on the ground near the vending machine. A recycling bin for empty cans, flower pots, fresh soil. Where did these flower pots come from? When I passed by here yesterday evening, there weren't any around. Oh, look! There's an identical flower pot on that balcony over there. I can't believe they put a flower pot in such a dangerous location. If anyone in our household did something that irresponsible, Mr. Arnold would certainly scold them. He's our butler. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Maybe it's because you not only took me in when I had nowhere else to go, but you've also been really kind. I feel at ease around you. Oh, I just remembered something. After that skeleton and huge tilted shadow flashed by outside the window, there was another noise from downstairs. It must have been the sound of a falling flower pot. Oh. Balcony with the flower pots is quite a bit lower than Alice's window. Maybe whatever scared Alice fell to the ground along with the flower pot? That's a thought. We might be onto something here. Second to last floor, the one with the advert. The window is right next to the drain pipe on the left side of the billboard. Huge, basically covering the entire window. There's nothing near the window that could support such a massive object. The drain pipes and adverts have very limited capacity. Where did that dark shadow come from? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Yesterday while I was in my room, I kept hearing noise from around here. Turns out there's a construction site not far behind. A huge tower crane. Wait, a tower crane? The overturned drinks crate must have been hit by that flower pot, but why would this lone box end up all the way out here? Upon closer inspection, there are a number of thin scratches on the surface of the box. Now wait, those look like claw marks from some small animal. You have a gut feeling you're onto something, and before you know it, you lift the box. There's a trail of tiny footprints. Glow in the dark paint. The exact same color as that glowing skeleton I saw last night.
Belle, have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
Let's start by piecing together what we know so far.
First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. The cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate. Now, onto the flower pot. Why do you think the flower pot fell?
It was probably knocked over by the cargo hanging from the tower crane.
But if something that large hit it, wouldn't all the pots have fallen to the ground?
It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up. But that little thing couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot.
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves us with just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
There's no doubt. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in glow-in-the-dark paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes. There's no paint on the drain pipe, so the little creature most likely hitched a ride on the cargo. It was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later on, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot. But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, there's no way it could have dressed itself up like that.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me.
Oh,
That's going too far. Belle,
poor
since
Alice.
it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby. If we follow them, we might be able to find whoever or whatever's behind this.
I swear, if
Look
this
over
is
here.
Damian's
the
work,
footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
I'll be furious.
Let's follow them and check it out.
How could they? I can't believe someone actually used an animal to pull a prank.
The footprints stop here. Did it jump off? Let's go down and take a look.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM.
Oh,
Here is a proverb. A cornered rabbit will bite.
Barry, you're not helping.
Huh? The footprints disappear here.
Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone? Huh? There it is! Don't let it get away! Hey! There! You ran into that shell! So you were behind yesterday's pranks! The real culprit.
Manitou?
What? Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming! What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all. Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you are the owner of this tanuki? His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh. What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases.
I feel like she should not be the angry one in this situation.
Excuse me for being presumptuous.
Alice, no.
Wait a minute. We came here to confront them. Yet somehow, it feels like Alice just got completely shut down.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't
Oh my
mind.
gosh.
So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount. All right. Thank you very much. No, wait. We're not here to shop. Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other, and yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor. Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place. Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding here.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Monato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
Excuse me, can I say something? Porcelumex brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the inspection team, none dared to defy Porcelumex. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target? I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training, Belle, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look.
Anyway,
Thank you.
After hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again.
I really appreciate you saying that.
But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night?
No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance.
Monato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
She's so unimpressed.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
So from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
Whoa. A porcelain shard of relatively high purity. From the looks of it, it probably used to be part of a large device.
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
Maybe we should get rid of those.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
Obscura?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow. Although an obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Okay, she knows her
during
stuff.
manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Monato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
Okay, so no more pranks then?
Could someone explain what just happened?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow. Items not listed in the official registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the hollow.
Where did you find this shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloon Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Monato! We're heading to Siloon Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumex and give them a real scandal to deal with.
Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that?
It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right?
Of course not. But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable. Belle, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly.
Thanks, Alice.
You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Can I come with you to Siloon Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the hollow.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day. Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door.
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Belle away. Still, We have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Monito, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Belle, sorry I didn't get to say hi earlier. It's hard to get a word in when Yuzuha's around. What the heck, Monito? That's so mean. We're classmates. Though we've got a ton of students from Wi-Fi Peninsula, standout characters like Monito are pretty rare. And those who are both eye-catching and genuinely nice people are even rarer. Don't just go along with what she says. Actually, Yuzuha was the one who wanted to investigate, but I also think we can't let Porcelumex get away with just a slap on the wrist. Anyway, let's head to Silum Bay and ask around. It's an area near the shore below Phalum Heights. In the past, Lumite ore mined from the hollow was washed there first. Now quite a few residents have moved in. The elevator at Swabian Temple's entrance goes straight to Silum Bay. Should have been fixed last week. Let's go check it out.
The elevator's still out of service? But I heard the repairs were already finished.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Sorry. I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porcelumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
So much for safety inspections.
Is there another way to get to Silum Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What a shame. I heard Silum Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the hollow, and since Porcelumex has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Are you saying the edge of the hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
No. That's not what I meant.
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Silum Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
On the other side...
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Silum Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porcelumex. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
So we can't go to Silum Bay right now? Then what should we do?
Yeah, right. All those lies like there aren't any other routes only work on outsiders. Porcelumex can't fool us.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
Whoa, don't take it so literally. I was just complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damian from Porcelumex is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Silum Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, Belle. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
Shortly after Yuzuha and Minato leave, you return to Swabian Temple with the Obscura Shard and briefly tell Wise what happened that morning. I can sense some etheric matter, but I can't tell if it's a sacrifice or not. My ether perception has always been weaker, and I've barely used the perception technique that Shifu taught us. But I agree, this thing's super suspicious. We should definitely look into it properly. Belle, I'll come with you to Silum Bay using EOS. I might be able to help. After tidying up a bit, you set out with EOS.
I wonder how things are going with Monito and Yuzuha. Let's go check.
Actually, I think you've been a bit on edge ever since you saw that rich girl. I don't want Belle to think you're a mean person. I couldn't care less about that lady. Besides, what does it matter if people think I'm mean? gotta push your habit of worrying about everyone on the back burner and think about how we're gonna deal with those patrolling the security mechs instead. Perfect timing. We just finished our investigation and Damian has, as expected, taken care of the mountain paths too. He blocked them off and temporarily prohibited any residents from passing through under the pretext that remnants of the Exaltists might be trying to escape. And he even got all kinds of security mechs patrolling there 24/7. Yeah, they've got triple the strength of a normal person and they never get tired. This ain't gonna be easy. So you're saying you've got this killer AI that can perfectly wipe out surveillance footage as long as it's not human patrols? Phew, good thing the princess isn't here right now, or she'd definitely be all, absolutely not, you cannot do that. Yuzuha, you say you don't care. Alright, Belle, let's roll. Monato and I will handle shutting down the enemies. You take care of wiping those visual logs. Alright, if we're all set, let's head out. Here we go!
We just have to follow this track to get to Siloon Bay. Watch out! There's security mechs
We've got enemies. Be careful.
Don't go too hard, Monato, or people will notice the damage.
Can't we implant the mech with memories of accidentally falling or something?
The agent's suggestion is worthy of consideration.
Fairy, shush!
All done. Let's go.
What's wrong, Yuzuha? Ever since we set out, I've had this feeling someone's been tailing us. Sorry, there are no available video recording devices on this mountain path. Who on earth could it be? Shh, they're coming. Oh, no! Not our goody two-shoes.
Oh, it's you.
Alice, don't be scared. It's us. Belle, it's you. You frightened me.
Did we now?
You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that. So what are you doing here?
Ms. Ukinami, Mr. Komano, I'd like to help you with the Obscura investigation. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the investigation team, but can't do anything, I wouldn't be able to ever forgive myself.
All right.
In case you forgot, you were brought in by Porcelumex. If they ever discovered you helped us, things could end badly for you. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards, you'll only grow up to be a useless person someday.
You're worried Porcelumex might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning just now.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
Alice, are you really sure it's okay for you to join us? Thank you, Belle. Don't worry about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard, he at least honors his contracts. And since what we're investigating isn't related to a safety issue, even if word gets out, I'll have my ways to handle it. Also,
okay, if you say
while
so.
What Miss Ukinami said earlier was fair, at its core, doesn't it still count as just another form of trying to measure up to other people's standards? As a member of the Timefield family, I take full responsibility for my choices. So please, there's no need to worry.
Alrighty, but you heard our plan. After investigating Siloon Bay, we'll likely be heading into the Hollow. That's not exactly the kind of place for a noble lady to take a stroll.
That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood.
Alright then, I've got no objections. What about you, Monato?
Welcome aboard.
Meanwhile,
A patrol mech is approaching. Careful.
Alright, let's see what you've got.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
You're a real chatterbox, but you handle yourself well in a fight.
Oh, I appreciate it.
If you're not sure how to respond to Yuzuha, just don't. She won't get mad. Belle, you can give it a try too.
Wait, Minato, are you riling her up on purpose?
What do we got going on
It's
here?
people from Porcelumex.
Shh. Let's try to avoid them and take a detour.
Way is blocked. There wasn't a door here before. It must be a recent installation. Let me see. Yeah, it's the type that triggers an alarm if you try to climb over it. It's really reassuring how meticulous Minato is. Just happened to have a side gig installing locks when I was working part-time before. Ah, so that's when you were so busy you didn't even have time to check the spook shack forums, huh? But what do we do now? I'll use EOS to access the Bangbu workbench and find the passcode. Alright, let's go EOS.
Second assistant, you have successfully entered the Marcel maze.
Belle was always the one jumping around with Eos before. Eos's tiny legs can jump that high?
Master has
So
expressed a
talented.
similar assessment.
Yeah.
Keep it up, guys. Once we get past here, it'll be smooth sailing.
How much longer until we get to Silum Bay?
We're almost there. We cross 2 bridges, follow a short path, and we'll reach the elevator.
And then we're there?
And then we'll be a third of the way there.
Awesome.
Now you see why I sometimes just want to punch him. Right, Belle?
Uh-oh, what's up, Belle? She looks concerned. Oh no.
All done.
Are we being watched by someone else too? So this is Silum Bay. What a beautiful sight. Well, did you rest well? It seems like Miss Ukanami and the others have found someone selling porcelain materials. Let's head over. Alright, well now that we have made it to Silum Bay, we will wrap up here for now, and next time we will continue our investigation of this Obscura piece, because it seems like someone is up to no good in the Hollow. And I feel like it's Damian, because Damian has shown time and time again that he is kind of evil. But I do think that there is, I don't know, I just feel like he's up to something and he's trying to get on our good side to look less suspicious, but it just makes me more and more suspicious of him. So we'll have to see what we can find out about this Obscura. But I hope you had fun today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time. Bye, everybody!